Hello everyone, Jesse Webb, TradersPro. Market conditions tick back up to mildly bullish. Pretty nice, pretty aggressive move yesterday. We had a little Middle East conflict and some oil moves, and market kind of shrugged all that off, bouncing off of this support area, continuing this overall move back to the upside. And moving off of these extreme levels, you can see the momentum now is at moving over to this upper middle range, kind of this hold range, back into a trending mode. Breadth indicator has moved out of the extreme up to the high. Not sure what's up with my marker thing this morning. I can't get it to. Okay, there we go. The breadth indicator moving down into this range. It's now moving back up this direction, and the momentum's bouncing off of these lows here as well. So if we look at, and we're looking at sentiment also, everything is set up for four bullish moves, and we've been talking about this now for a couple of days, where we had sentiment bouncing off the low. We had buy-sell ratio still quite wide, but has been wide now for, really since this early August move. We've been in this overall downtrend. Now potentially starting to work our way back again. Let's look at S&P 500 as well, and look to see some of this price activity. I'm going to remove the volume there just so we can see this. In the shorter time frame here, on this 6-month time frame, we're looking at the swing low, swing high, our large, deep ABC counter trend retracement, and then lots of support happening inside of this range. This is a counter trend correction, high probability buy location. If I delete these other two, the upper range is our momentum line. We have another corrective line, but now this 50% 618 line, this is a buy zone on a larger counter trend. If it slides through this significantly, then typically the trend is back down again. But if we start to find support right here, that could be a buy the dip scenario, kind of a pullback in an overall uptrend. But let's add these back in so that we've got those, and we can look at them on the 1-year time frame. That 1-year time frame, we talked about this area of around that 416 range, but again, this is a zone, and it's, it could dip back down again. We're going to run into some resistance right here. We'll see if we can break up above this 433 range and get some continuation. But you can see this has moved back to yellow. So we're getting some early indication of trend shifts. Again, if you look at where it's been in the past, when it goes from a downtrend back to a hold, there's been some bottoming process. It can take some time. In this case, it's taken a couple of weeks right around this area right here. We'll see if we get some continuation on that. Let's take a look to see if we have any additional indication that things are moving. One of the things we've been talking about is on the index scan. We've been watching the Dow right here, and we had this sell, if you remember from yesterday, was 19, and hold I think was 9, and buy was 1. So we've had one more move up to the buy, and we've had 4 or 5 into the hold. So we are seeing some decent rallying here. The other stock, it was United Health, that's been moving nicely, and then let me go just to the 6-month time frame, and then the new one that popped in there today was Disney, off of a low, so pretty significant low. Disney's just gotten clobbered over the last couple of years, and it's had a pretty sharp downtrend and a couple of false starts along the way, but potential for some early indication on Disney right here. If we also look at the sectors and anything that's moving, we are seeing now we've got 4, 5 in new uptrends, short-term uptrends, and a couple 3 that have moved over to hold out of this downtrend sell zone. So we're definitely seeing some action right here and some activity. These are early indications of price movement and trend movement. We're also seeing oil was the issue yesterday. We saw a big gap, that 382 retracement, everything had sold off pretty sharply. Then we had another big move up 4% yesterday. Mostly, I think, on the global political news that had been happening. Muscle stocks, we take a quick look there. We've got some good-looking buy stocks in the momentum zone. Remember that our momentum zone is this upper range. This Fibonacci snap tool is automatically going to grab the swing high, swing low. To activate it, you just click this button right here. And so whatever the low and the high point is on this time frame, it's going to grab that. So you can see we're in an uptrend. It's grabbing our low and high. It's now projecting or showing us where our support levels are going to be. And on this stock, it's got a really nice support level in addition to it's inside of that momentum zone and bouncing right off that number, but also off of these support areas. So you have a strong breakthrough or breakout, and then it's retesting this, and now it's marching higher. So we'll see if we can get some continuation on that. It's got a good looking bullish buy profile right here also. Let's go through, let me just refresh this. Let's go through and look at the next couple stocks in here. That was a biomedical stock. That one's come and gone out of the scans multiple times throughout the year, and has proven to be a nice stock for an overall uptrend. I definitely keep an eye on that one. AUGX, looking also for a potential breakout here. Lots of resistance at this area, right around that 550 area. If it could clear out above that, chance for that to run as well. CABA medical stock, this one was a high flyer last year where it went from 2 up to 12 retraced and has been continually just slowly moving higher, but real choppy and churny, and looking pretty good right here at this level with a confirmation bar on that move. Weight Watchers also in the new list today, up 13% yesterday, bouncing off of that 382 level. Now back up in that momentum zone, which creates a little bit less friction once stocks get up into that zone and they're in that momentum range here. Then that's what we want to see. We want to focus on stocks that are in this upper part of the chart and that they're continuing to move higher. That's our focus on most of these new buys. Let me go back. POWL, machinery stock, also an interesting stock, had a big gap higher and then consolidating sideways. That'll do it for today's update. Everyone have a fantastic day. If you don't have full access to the site and software, you can sign up with the link below. We look forward to having you. Have a great day today.